In this video, we'll be talking about Leo Sun in the 7th house. So if you have this placement, you're in the right place. And don't forget to watch my Leo Sun general meaning video, because I cover what Leo Sun means on a general sense. And so yeah, in this case though, in this video, we'll be talking about what it means particularly in the 7th house, more specifically. So often people that have Leo Sun in the 7th house, they are unique or rebellious individuals, but they want to interact with society or share their perspectives with society in some way. They have a very unique lens of seeing the world, because what it is that they have the ascendant in Aquarius, or they have Aquarius in their 1st house. So they see things in a very logical and innovative way, and they're always a little bit ahead of the crowd or the mainstream. And usually the mainstream is reluctant to follow or sees them as different or strange. And usually their appearance is unique, and their personality is unique, and they have very niche interests. So things that are very specific or different or new. But since they have the sun in the 7th house, which is about opposition, they have this desire to not just leave the mainstream, but they want to interact with society. And they want people to see the things that interest them. And they want to share better perspectives with others, because Aquarius is about having better perspectives, and it's about approaching life in a more logical way, or it's about innovating or improving things. And it can be about humanitarianism and doing what's better for society rather than settling. And a lot of times Aquariuses will want to leave the mainstream, and they will join communities, or they will create groups and activism that fits their point of view of the world and that improves the world in some way. Or they will try to live a better life by themselves, and live more according to logic and what makes sense or what's better. But since the sun is in the 7th house in this case, there is actually a desire to influence others and to show the mainstream things. And so a lot of times these people will compromise their individuality to interact with people more at their level, and in order to be more influential and to fit in. And they have a confidence about themselves because of the Leo influence and having the sun in Leo, meaning that they never change their convictions or what they believe. But in this case, they sometimes need to compromise their individuality in order for people to better understand them. And they love sharing their convictions. So if you have this placement, especially when it comes to logical convictions, you like to share those things, and you like to do it in a persuasive and agreeable manner. Also, this placement indicates somebody that can shine as a lawyer or in the field of law because of their intelligence with words. And that's because the sun shows us career. And the 7th house is about perspectives, and it's about verbal intelligence, and being able to communicate in a way that will align with how other people see things. And also it's about gaining social support. This is a strong fame placement, because the 7th house is the 10th from the 10th house. And the 10th house is about social image. It's about social status. And when you have the sun in the 10th house, this means that you shine publicly, or that you have a valuable social image to others. So when you have the sun here in the 10th from the 10th house, this often indicates somebody that could have a relationship with the public in some sense. The 7th house is about interactions and relationships. And in this case, since there's a desire to share perspectives or to interact with society and to push things forward and to progress things, these people are strong influencers. And also with the Aquarius ascendant, they are not just attention seekers. They have a mission, and they have some sort of uniqueness or ingenuity that comes from their ascendant in Leo. Their ascendant in Aquarius, or Aquarius in the first house if they don't have the ascendant. And this ingenuity coupled with the confidence of the sun in Leo gives them the trait to be a celebrity, because when you have those traits of uniqueness and confidence, what happens is you stand out, and also you tend to get strong reactions, which is necessary for building an image, or for standing out and being a innovator or a high achiever. Yeah, like they're influencers, and they can be heavily invested into law or teaching, and they have an interest in philosophy a lot of times, because Aquarius risings have Libra in the 9th house, and the 9th house is about education. It's about right from wrong. It's about philosophy, beliefs. So they have this unwavering confidence in their beliefs, but they approach it with a more balanced perspective, where they want to have other people's perspectives as well, and in order to gain the agreement, if that makes any sense. So they're very good with word choice. They're good at sugarcoating things for others. They make great lawyers, like I said. And the sun is about career, so I do want to mention that. And of course, this placement is one of the biggest fame placements. It's not the most prevalent necessarily. That's not what I mean. But it's like, if the person is meant for fame, then this indicates that this will be somebody with like a large impact. Because again, the 7th house is the 10th from the 10th house. And then we have this sun in the 10th from 10th house. So it's a very high position or very high impact. And maybe it won't play out necessarily as the amount of followers that they get is huge, but the amount of impact that they have is huge, because they have a mission and they've come to share perspective with the masses. That's what Leo sun in the 7th house is about. And it's also about giving value or being creative and sharing that with others too. And there can be an element of communication to this placement, because they have Gemini in the 5th house most of the time. But it's about expression. So hopefully you found that interesting in some way. If you enjoyed or it resonated, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel, as well as share this video with somebody you know that may benefit or that may have this placement. Other than that, for natal chart readings or inquiries, the information is in the description. And if you have any questions about, stuff like career, talent, synastry, life path, and you'd like me to give my insight as well as look into your astrology, then the information for that is below. And also on my Patreon, I cover other types of topics regarding astrology. So definitely check that out. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.